working people of Gombe. I wish to, and which we are all witnessing, the entire elected officials of the NLC. I wish to present this award to you and say we have gotten their testimony, and this is a token for good work done and for ones to be done in future. Congratulations, His Excellency.
Thank you. Comrade, can you approach the chair? You can climb this chair, don't worry. Yes. Thank you. So, Chairman, State Council, go to the other side so that His Excellency will be in the middle. Thank you. Can you, the two of you, place your hands on the award? Place your hands on the award, yes. So that it will mean that it was presented by the President of the NLC to His Excellency the Governor. So, Mr. President, before you go back to your seat, His Excellency will also make a presentation to you in appreciation of your visit to Gombe, the jewel in the savannah. So, yes, back to center. This is a retaliation if you like, you can say. Gombe, no, they carry last. Yes.
Chairman Gombe State Council. Chairman, okay, is here. All right. Take your position. Head of service, come here, please. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll pass the microphone to His Excellency, please.
Ibrahim, temperature and Madam.
Groundbreaking ceremony of Nigeria Labour Congress Secretariat of the State Council, performed by my humble self, Muhammad Ino Anaya, Governor of Gombe State today, Saturday the 13th of December 2025, to the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our God, and for service to humanity, particularly to the Nigeria Labour Congress. I believe we should have a focused, highly efficient, and citizens-focused government and labor. And it is with that we can easily reach the destination. In the spirit of partnership and steadfast support for the Nigeria Labour Congress and the vital role it plays, I am happy to announce that Gombe State Government will finance and complete the building of the Gombe. And they know, Mr. President, that we match our words with action. Since I came, there is never a project that I say I will do that I don't do. As said, they are witnesses. So that one we shall do, and I believe we shall do it correctly. And we shall deliver on time. I'm quite conscious of the fact that this government has only maybe about 1.5 years to go. But this building should not take us 6 months to complete. So, what is not in your court? So, Mr. President, I've given my commitments, I've given my words, and I know they know it as well, that whatever we say, we match our words with action, and this government is a performing government, so it will not fail in that regard. If at all we fail in anything, it should not be in connection with our relationship with the labor. So I want to assure you that we shall do, and inshallah we shall do it. On a final note, I wish to reiterate my call for a close collaboration, cooperation and understanding between the government, labor unions, and all critical stakeholders. We are all stakeholders in this business. So we don't joke with the labor. I believe the labor itself is not joking with us. So also the majority of the people. It's only about 2% of the people that are in the workforce in labor. So the labor force plus the political class are chopping more than 85% of the money. If we don't work hard to work for the people to know that we are really for them and working for them, as true politicians, as true workers, then it means the whole thing will collapse. And that will not happen under my watch. inshallah. So we push to see that we deliver, and we should deliver quality and in speed. Mr. President, I assure you that all that we discuss in the office, in the executive sessions that I mentioned, because we took more time with the NLC leadership than what I gave them in the chamber when we combined with the gallery. Here is another gallery, but the promises are made more, inside are more binding on me. Not the gallery, because they will dance to my tune. For sure, we'll deliver by God's grace. I would like to commend the NLC leadership, particularly for coming to Gombe in these very hard times, and particularly also for the current executive, because we are going through tumultuous hard times, and it's not easy to be leader in any level, at any form, in these times. But according to the saying, hard times don't last forever, and it's only when you are tough. It only takes the tough to go through tough times, and I believe you are tough. So also are we, and together we shall cover the storm and deliver on this essential, mandate that the people entrusted in us. So I want to urge the people too, not the labor this time around, to cooperate. No matter what, at least it takes all to go together. So they will have to go together, the labor, the government, and the people, because any disconnect will not help the situation. But when we join together, we shall overcome, no matter how tough the tough, and we shall deliver on the needs and aspirations of our people.
This is the job I wanted to do. 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 Hey, I want to be a comrade. Gombe State, from what we saw since we came, has human resource at the helm of affairs. And the ability for you to bring in material and human resources together brings about progress and prosperity. His Excellency will thank you. My colleagues that have talked before talked about gratuity. It got a stage after the new Pension Act that most states were contemplating whether gratuity has been abolished. And they failed to understand that there is pension and gratuity. They are not the same. And for us to have a technocrat like you who came into the state to pay arrears of gratuity, God bless you. In the relationship between government and management, government cannot stop being gratuitous, because it is motivational. And when you are gratuitous, people working will know that after service there is something waiting for them. So that is why we commend you. Not all states in the country are paying gratuity. Of course, they won't understand the meaning. But for somebody who has worked, you understand it. For you to implement minimum wage, and like the last speaker said, the former chairman, that 1% is talking of, I can say that from the meeting we had with you, it's like fiat accomplished. Like I told you in the morning, that NLC does not praise. We don't sing praises to anybody. But when we see somebody that is working, we encourage him to do more work. Reward for good work is more work, sir. Keep on urging you like Oliver Twist to do more. For you to say, when I was hungry, you gave me food to eat. That's what you did to the workers by paying minimum wage. When I needed shelter, you provided shelter. That is what we're about witnessing here today. For 30 years, the NLC has been existing in the state without any house to call their own. Under the sun, under the rain, there is no habitation for them. Now for you to have provided a shelter for them, we are here pleased and happy with you. And we'll come back here for the launching of the completion of the project. We're equally pleased and we'll beat our chest that when we ask for more, you will grant us. The only limitation has been the limited resources which we experience. Because when we see the list of states and resources are allocated to them, we sympathize with you. You know, because of what comes to the states. There are states that get even 4 times more than what you are getting. But I'm not sure if you weigh it at the balance, you know, they have a commensurate development and progress. So you keep it further. Promotion and salary arrears and increases, whatever, are almost becoming a thing of the past. We want you to do more, His Excellency. I will not end up here asking, do this, do this, do this. I know that on your own, you have bonuses, you have productivity, to encourage people to do more. You know, so the workers of Gombe State, their ears are itching. And for you to even be present here in our midst today on this project, I think it's enough for us to say thank you very much. I'm talking on behalf of Nigerian workers. This time around is not Gombe workers. When we get back, we'll look into the activities and look at other activities side by side. If we have a comment, if we have a letter, we'll send back to you. Thank you very much for being such a good host. Thank you. On behalf of the Nigerian Labour Congress, we thank you and pray that you do more. Now this is the Workers' Secretariat, and I hope that before long, before you leave office, there is still time, we can have Workers' Village, where we can have low-cost houses for the interest of the workers. Although I know you have done some work, but we'll ask more, because the number of workers continue to increase. And as they increase, there are some states I will not ask for this. But because you have a listening ear, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, I'm not sure you have gotten any contrary view that it is not holding. You know, so unless you have gotten any contrary view, we can take it from there. But the protest is to help this country, to call to attention the effect of insecurity. You know, it's affecting even investors coming into this country. It's affecting workers. Many workers are being kidnapped on daily basis. You know, and people are killed. The case in Kebbi, the person that was killed was a teacher. You know, in that all. So we have to. The children that were kidnapped are children of workers. So we need to, you know, ask government to help them, you know, to fish out the perpetrators of this. You know, and by our protest, they should know that their hands are being strengthened for them to do the needful. Even whether bandits or whatever, they know that every Nigerian represented by us is saying that this is wrong, this should stop. And I think every one of us need to put hands together to say this, you know, so that our value system will change, not kidnap for money and ransom. And unless the government is interested in giving us what we call insecurity allowance, because most workers kidnapped look for borrow money, look for people to pay for their ransom. So it's getting to a dimension that we equally have to add our own. We don't have gun, we don't have machete to go into the bush to look for the people involved. But these are only contribution, the only way, you know, we're going to tell Nigerians, the international community, you know, that this should stop. This is not the culture of Nigerians. This culture of banditry and insecurity is not the culture of Nigerians. So we have to condemn it first and foremost, then moving forward. And then with that, you strengthen the hand of the people in authority to make sure that this should not continue. We have seen a lot, all the signs that states are developing, road, infrastructure, you know, and then if you have road, you have infrastructure, and we have seen the attempt to build power. You know, we have seen industrial park. So if assuming Gombe fix power alone, most industries will locate here, the source of power. and that's the only source of development anywhere in the world. You know, whereas almost 40 megawatts, which they said has not been moved to the national grid. If you give Gombe, 40 megawatts here alone, all the artisans, all the people working here, they will create job for themselves. Even the people selling pure water, with uninterrupted power supply, they will chill it. People getting all these tomatoes, all these fruits, they will be able to preserve it, and Gombe will grow. So I think those key areas, and even in education, before now, Gombe used to maybe at 30% or whatever, but the last entrance and whatever, I think they have moved up to almost 70% or thereabout. So, and these are the hallmark of laying foundation for industrial development and even educational development. So we hope that they don't go back, they don't slack back. We have seen few model schools here and infrastructure, which you can't see other places. So if you have good environment for studying, for learning to take place, it's expected that the students will assimilate more.
Thank you, Mr. President.